Hello guys, this is the Storyteller and I'm your host. Today we're going to discuss about the movie Incredibles 2. So this video can be named How Dumb and Fucking Stupid is Incredibles 2. Okay, let's dig in. Now, Incredibles 1 came up around 2003-04. I don't exactly remember, but it was better. It was really good, and it had a lot of risk-taking things, a lot of danger and a lot of excitement. But this one is just bland and boring. I don't get it. Why do they make these films? Most people didn't notice it, but we did. This movie is touching the ultimate heights of SJWism. SJWism means social justice warriorism. It's totally become a religion now, and people are abiding by it and all. I hate it. I just hate it. Produced by Disney, directed by the same old Brad Bird, as much as I can remember. Let's proceed. Remember, the very core of SJWism is not diversity, it's feminism. They want all women to do everything that men do. And that's exactly what this movie really achieves. You see, all the things that the men should have done are now being done by women now in this movie. You see this and you will cringe. Most people don't see it. I don't know why. The movie starts with the rodent guy coming out of some hole and fight the Incredibles, just where the last movie ended. And with this first fight, the writer is indicating that Mr. Incredible is a total doofus. He's a fool and he fucks up. And the whole problem of this machine that the rodent guy comes in, this problem is solved by Mrs. Incredible. You watch that sequence carefully and you will see that the writer is clearly indicating that Mrs. Incredible is much more intelligent than her mister. It clearly shows the first scene is about women are superior to men. After this, the Incredibles' husband and wife are called to some rich guy's mansion to show how the supers can be legalized again. And herein, again, we are told how Mr. Incredible always fucks up. He is messy, and that's why Mrs. Incredible is their safest bet. Again and again, we are bombarded with this tone that all men are messy and they just do wrong stuff, but women are fine, and therefore our safest bet for doing anything. And then we continue to be shown how awesome Mrs. Incredible is, while Mr. Incredible is busy in playing stay-at-home dad. He stays at home and plays the daddy chores. Seriously. He is Mr. Incredible, and he is now playing the daddy chores. Okay. Now, most people will tell that it's about equality and that Mrs. is becoming a hero in the sequel, while Mr. was the lead in the first part. But the difference is that in the first movie, as much as I can remember, Mrs. Incredible also gets similarly involved and takes the risk. However, in part 2, Mr. Incredible is all the time doing housework and raising the children, doing new algebra shit. Seriously, he's doing algebra shit, and he's not at all involved in the dangerous things. It's just so cringy. It gave me a what should I say? Okay. We're continuously told how men are stupid, how men need to overcome their ego and start raising children themselves. I mean, this is the process of thousands of years of evolution that women raise the children, but this is now being bullied and being told to be replaced by the fattest ideology of feminist-sjw. An even bigger cringe kicks in when we meet Mrs. Incredible's new team that has a girl with the mental illness haircut. Now, the mental illness haircut is a kind of haircut where the half of the head has hair and the half of the head is shaved. It kind of looks like a Nazi haircut, but it's mental illness haircut because patients who get brain surgeries do the haircut when they get those surgeries. And also, don't forget another cringe, a non-binary character that shows. Yeah, there's one such confusing character too. I can't tell you if it's a man or a woman. I just can't tell. At the end, after so much problems, Mr. Incredible reunites with the Mrs. And then, of course, they should catch the villain, right? Wrong. They don't. Mr. Incredible is given the meager job to save the collateral damage by stopping the ship, while both the girls, the Mrs. Incredible and mental illness haircut girl, would stop the villain. Seriously. Mr. Incredible goes into the ship and does some random small things to save the ship and all, and he totally fails down anyway. So it's so stupid. He literally has no job there. And while the two girls, the Mrs. Incredible and the mental illness haircut girl, they catch the villain and everything, because, and these girls are all BFFs, they are best friends forever, and all the men are just useless. And all this was enough to tell me that Disney has gone super SJW, and there's no hope to this PS train. So screw this feminist bullshit movie. As to the point, there's absolutely no risks of deadly scenes as well. The MacGuffin is shit. The MacGuffin is something that the hero and the villain are both supposed to desire, that creates the conflict. But the conflict is shit and just filled with random SJWism. Thus the movie becomes, what should I say? Shit. Well, if you remember the first movie, the MacGuffin means the aim of the story, and the villain's aim in the story is to sell deadly weapons and killing all super people. By killing all the super people, he can create a super villain and then stop it himself and then get rich on it. That's the plan, which is pretty deadly if you ask. But the MacGuffin of this movie, this second movie, Incredibles 2, is just legalization of supers. Seriously. The aim of the story is actually to get consent from the government for supers. Consent. I mean, such an SJW thing to even think about. Seriously, these SJWs are obsessed about consent. Everything has to be consented for. That's it for today. I mean, these movies are just getting me sick. If you like the content, like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell. Tell us what you think in the comments. The next time we'll have some more movies and more reviews and some cringe factory things as well. Peace.